All right, team, what's going on? I'm Tim Jenkins, and welcome to All Things QB. And today we are checking in on Sam Howell and his Week 1 performance against the Arizona Cardinals. And we are going to answer the question, which is, was this Sam Howell's best game as a Washington Commander? But before we jump into it, I want you football junkies to know. Jump over to Patreon. We've got longer breakdowns, more clips, and free trials for you to check it out so you can try before you buy. And it's a super easy and affordable way to support the growth of this channel. And I also want you guys to know I'm a huge FTA guy, which means comment for the algorithm. Please like this video, and then hopefully by the end of this video, I will earn a subscription from y'all. But guys, I'm excited about this one because there are a ton of really good things on this film from a design perspective to where we can kind of teach, okay, here's what Washington's trying to do. From an execution perspective, seeing Sam Howell execute it, play creation, it was really enjoyable for me to watch and break down, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And without further ado, let's jump into the film. All right, team, we are jumping right into it with a great ball from Sam Howell. You got to love this one. What I want you guys to see is we've got our slot receiver. He's on just a basic route, okay? We run these things 10 to 12. We call it a basic. It's just a basic 12-yard in cut, okay? We've got the spot route coming behind it, meaning this guy's going to lean inside, get to about 6, and he's going to sit down. You really read this thing 1 to 2, okay? You're gonna check that in route. But I want you guys to watch. Sam's going to use his eyes. He's going to look to the left to kind of move this backer out of here to open up this window. So let's watch Howell. First time, let's watch him. Look at his eye placement. You can see him working left, okay? He doesn't get the backer movement because the backer reacts to this back, but you can see him working the play where he's putting his eyes to the left. Then you're going to see that little reset to where he's like, okay, now we should be wide open. And listen, we're getting, the linebackers pushing to cover the spot route. You got another guy running with the back. Either way, you get the same result. Puts his eyes to the left, reset, delivers a strike on that in route, and we have to catch that one. So really, really good stuff from Sam here. I personally love his eye placement, right? Where it's like, hey, we're going to work this play. I'm going to try to use my eyes to hold this backer. Okay, backer bails, doesn't matter. It's going to open up that in route anyways. And we just have to, we got to make the play there. Got to make the play there. Next one we got for you guys is XZ read, okay? And the way Washington does this, I really like it. So XZ read, what that is both these guys, okay? We've got our X and our Z are on a read route, which means, hey, you're going to win vertically until you can't, and then we want you to sit down. This is super common play in the NFL where both these guys are on the read route. Washington dresses it up with this motion, and they go vertical here, okay? And this guy actually pops open for what would have been a touchdown, which is something that Washington is going to get back to at some point this season. So first I want you guys to watch 2 here, okay? Watch him and how he pops and wins on this vertical, right? I think if Howell turns it free here, I think this is a walk-in touchdown. What I will say is we have no way of knowing if they used that vertical as a clear route or if that was actually eligible to throw on this play, okay? However, let's go from the standpoint of Bieniemy drew it up as that's a clear route because I'm guessing that's what they're doing is they're trying to dress up to get a little bit softer coverage so we can hit these XZ reads. This is a great read where you see him, boom, okay? X is covered, and then he's going to work to his backside on the Z, and he's going to deliver a dime. Okay, let's watch it full speed. See him work a little bit of play action. X not there, get to your Z, deliver a strike, great pitch and catch. I want to remind you guys, too, when we say play action versus run action, okay? Play action is where all these linemen, boom, these guys are all in pass pro, and it's just us and the back on the fake, okay? Run action would be where these guys up front are actually executing the run play. We'd get a pull, something like that. Play action is more secure from a protection standpoint. However, the fake isn't as great. Run action, less secure, but the fake is better. Okay, this is play action where it was just the run or just the running back and the quarterback. O-line is doing their pass pro. Boom, little flash fake, climb, ball. Great stuff. Really enjoyed that one. Okay. Flat out love this. So you guys are going to see, again, a little short motion. There's a lot of stuff that Washington did that I really liked pre-snap from the motion standpoint, the shift standpoint. These little motions, little shifts. Okay, we've got a bench route outside. Bench route is where you're going to see them lean inside, get vertical, and get back to the corner. However, he's going to win on this route, so he's going to take this thing a little bit higher than traditionally. Okay, because he wins so bad, he starts to keep this thing higher, whereas normally you'd be a little flatter to the sideline. Howell recognizes the win, and what I love about this is we got aggressive and we hunted with the football. We got aggressive and we attacked. We give our guy a real catchable ball, and he just ends up getting tackled, and that's why we get such a huge gain on the PI, right? Anytime you either complete the deep ball or we get PI on the deep ball, it's the same thing. It's a win as an offense. Love our quarterback getting aggressive with his feet. I also love, and look at this. Look at this clean pocket here. I think this guy's pass rushing with his eyes on Sam because Sam is so dynamic from creating a play that they feel like they can't really lose their rush lanes against him. But I think that's a big-time throw. Obviously, we get tackled, big-time PI. Okay? This play is flat out big-time stuff. Howell's going to go out here, and he's going to make a play in scramble drill. So I want you guys to watch this. Boom. Back foot hits the ground, right? So he sits here. Back foot hits the ground. He's scanning. Okay? Now we're going to get to, could he get this ball out right here on this cross? Probably. However, we're going to get in a scramble drill. Okay, boom, gets in a scramble drill. He's going to tuck it and run at this point. You can tell he's getting ready to tuck it and run. Guy flashes up. He resets his base and delivers a dime. That is a great job keeping your eyes downfield from the quarterback. Great job as a receiver continuing to work, or not even, running back. Continuing to work. Continuing to fight for your quarterback. Look at this, because he's going to run. Look, at this point, Sam's going to run, and he's going to block at this point in the play. Then, I got someone running free. I throw my foot in the ground, right? I break, and then look at this. I fit this thing in that. I mean, that's just special stuff. Yeah, non-existent window, great pitch and catch, big-time touchdown for Washington. This one we got marked as bad, okay? What I want to talk through, though, is this concept. We're going to run a little out, up, and then sit, which I just love the concept here, what they're trying to do, little out and up, boom, and then I'm going to sit down in this gap, and Sam's getting ready to throw it, right? We have to throw this right now, in my opinion. Ball should be on him already. Instead, we hold it one click too long, ball gets tipped, and we get picked off. So we've got it marked as a bad. In reality, is a tipped interception on Sam. No, a tipped interception is on the entire offense, right? Where we've got to do a better job of not losing our guy to where he can get his hand up. Ball probably should have been out a click sooner for Sam. Again, let's talk through what kind of protection is this team? Is this run action or play action? Okay, the correct answer was play action. Play action, because remember, if the O-line is in pass pro and it's just us on the fake, it's play action. Ball gets tipped. Man. Less than ideal. Less than ideal there, but that's the first bad clip we had. Okay? This one we got another good. We're just banging the in route. Not a highly complex route concept. Sorry, we're not banging the in route. We're banging the deep over. Not super complex. Okay? What we've got here is we've got the deep post. That's our first progression. This deep over is our second. And then we've got our pivot route, which is where you sell the slant, you work back out. That's our third progression. Sam's going to do a really good job working to his deep over, and the guy's just wide open, right? He gets off it. A lot of teams run the same concept with this pivot route away from the deep over, and they just run it as if this guy, like, they don't use this guy. Okay, they run it out of a formation where it's a single receiver. I honestly like the way they dressed it up with the extra guy outside. Feel like it forces that safety to stay a little bit higher in the middle of the field, which then creates all this space that you see Sam attack. Boom. Delivers a dime. Guy was down before he fumbled, but you hate to see the ball on the ground. Let's look at the footwork from the tight. Look at the footwork from the tight here. It's just like, those are the kind of throws where you sit there and you look at him, right? He's flat-footed, someone in his lap, and we deliver an absolute missile. That's what you have to feel good about as a Washington fan watching him play, because, those are the ones where you just sit there and you go, you got someone in your lap, you're trying to drive the ball over the middle of the field, and you do a great job at it. Like, I don't know how you couldn't be excited. We got little jalapeno, we would call it jalapeno, which is where you got the double post with the deep over. You could tag this thing like F slumber, because we call that like a sleepy shallow, right? A little slumber route. But this just flat out, great job. Navigates the pocket. Watch him navigate the pocket and then deliver his deep over. So watch this. He'll navigate the pocket. Okay, navigates the pocket, stays within the pocket, and delivers a strike on the deep over. Heck of a catch by the tight end here. Look at it from the tight here. You guys are going to love this one. Okay, navigate the pocket. Drive the deep over. It's just like, dude, awesome stuff. Yeah. Navigates the pocket, delivers a strike on the deep over. Everything you love to see. Everything you love to see. Here we've got, hey, we're trying to drive that deep over, right? We're trying to hit this deep over. We've hit it a couple times. Now we're going to be a little bit behind him. And it's one of those obvious ones, right? Hey, this has to get better, but we still got to cover it, right? So, yeah. Guys running wide open. This is going to, I actually think you guys, when we get to the tight, you're going to get a kick out of it. Because remember the last play we just watched, right? What did Sam Howell do? He navigated the pocket with efficiency, and then he delivers a strike under duress. Now, what do we have? We have an ultra clean pocket, right? An ultra clean pocket, a darn near perfect throwing lane. And like, granted, I get it. There's someone right here. But in the NFL, a relatively clean pocket, wide open throwing lane. And then that's, of course, the one we miss, right? It's like, that's just how it goes. But I do think to me, those are things that are less concerning, right? Hey, you can handle duress. You can handle an unclean pocket. And then all of a sudden, the one you do miss is from a clean pocket. This we've got another just, hey, we've got that basic concept, right, that we talked about before, 10 to 12 yards in. We're going to work that with a break out from this guy. Sam's going to stand in there, just deliver a strike right off this backer or nickel or safety, whoever you want to call it. Guy plays it wrong, boom, we stick it right off his shoulder, easy money. From the tight, it looks even better, right? This is the guy we're throwing off of. My head's kind of covering him, sorry. But we're going to throw off of him. You can see Sam put his eyes there to kind of move him a little bit, and we're going to throw right off his shoulder. Really great pitch and catch. This is the one that we're going to let run, and we're going to talk through it while it runs, but it's obvious, right? We put the ball on the ground, we fumble, we cannot have it. Okay, we have to secure this football. You guys will see it better from the tight, but I honestly think Washington blows these guys out if this play doesn't happen. This is the play that I think kind of gives the Cardinals a little bit of life, which lets them hang around the whole day. This is a blowout if this doesn't happen, and we just got to realize that as a quarterback, it's hard, right? But this is unacceptable from a ball security standpoint. We're trying to evacuate the pocket, but because we're just kind of, and I get it, man, when like no one's ever perfect when you're in there and you're trying to spin out of the pocket, you're trying to use your backside spin, but we just got to secure the ball better. We can't put the ball on the ground. Especially when you start working through like, okay, let's go all the way back to the situation at hand. Right? We are in a Not going to give us down in distance, of course. I want to say this is 3rd and 10. Yeah, it's 3rd and 10. The play's dead. Let's not put the ball on the ground. 3rd and 10, play's dead. Secure it. Take the sack. Less than ideal because now we're backed up for the punt, but your defense has been playing pretty good. Don't put them in that situation. Now we've got a concept dime. When I say concept dime, all right, team, I hope you enjoyed those 10 clips. Guys, I've got 4 more clips for you guys, a total of 14 clips on the Sam Howell breakdown over on Patreon. And just a reminder, we have free trials so you guys can try it before you buy it. Or if you're just looking for a really affordable way to support the channel, it would mean the world to me if you jump over to Patreon. But I don't want you guys to have to do Patreon to hear the answer to this question. Was this Sam Howell's best game as a Washington Commander? And honestly, I think you have to say yes. The reason I say that is there was such a limit. It was so limited from a bad perspective. The bad clips, it's like, okay, hey, we didn't secure this, or hey, we were a little behind him here. But the good just jumped off the tape, man. We got people in our laps. We're delivering dimes. We're getting out. We're scrambling and creating plays. We're working together as an offense. I don't know how you couldn't think this was his best game. I walked away really impressed this preseason from him. I was like, man, I'm in on Sam Howell after the preseason. And week 1, I feel like it was a sloppy win, right? It wasn't clean. It wasn't what you really expected. You wanted to see these guys jump off the tape with a good, solid win. But they found a way to win in the NFL, which is all that matters. And I think this offense played way better than the amount of points they scored, which to me means long-term, I think they're going to end up running up some of these scoreboards. I'm excited to see the progress. I want to keep covering Sam Howell throughout the season. So if you guys want me to keep doing that, comment below. Tell me you want to keep seeing Sam Howell. Subscribe to this, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, peace.